Having a free LMS like this available may seem like the end of more expensive options like Blackboard, and some writers were asking that question at its release, like Hooker 2014. But Google Classroom is not nearly as comprehensive as other LMSs. Google Classroom is actually a very basic LMS, lacking features like a discussion board or school management tools like a grade sheet or attendance. So teachers switching to Google Classroom can't give up all their other tools, Mersan 2014. But Classroom does offer some great features that may make it worth adopting. What it does offer is easy for teachers and students to use. So here in the main page, you'll see the options are between the stream, students, and about. The main page, the stream page, lets teachers add announcements or assignments. Students are able to make comments. These include options to attach files, links, or embed YouTube files and files from Google Drive and provide due dates. Now, really, it's the connection to Google Drive that makes Classroom such a powerful tool. When teachers create an assignment, whether or not they attach a file, student submissions will automatically be saved in a folder in Classroom. Students can choose what kind of file to work with, a document, presentation, spreadsheet, or drawing, and the file name will automatically be connected to the assignment and to the student. This makes it much easier for students and teachers to keep track of their files, Doran 2014. Once a student submits a document, they lose permission to edit that document until the teacher grades it and returns it to the student. The teacher can comment on the document and ask the student to make corrections and resubmit it. On the students page, teachers and students can see which students are in the class and choose to send an email to an individual or a group. The teacher can also choose to give or deny permission for students to post and or comment in the classroom stream, and that's it. And just a note about the emails used. To create a Google Classroom, the school will need to have its own Google for Education account and add teachers and students under the school's domain. Teachers can add a classroom, and students will need to sign up using their school accounts. Finally, the About page is where you'll find a Drive folder for all the assignments posted for the class. Students will only see their own work. Teachers will see everything. This is a good page also to post links, the syllabus, and any other information you'll need to access at different points in the course. Well, that's a basic overview of what Google Classroom is designed to do. Now we'll look at those features in more detail.
All right. Jeremy described many of the basic features for Google Classroom, and I'm going to demonstrate some of those features in a more in-depth by sharing what we've created. Our team created Google Classroom. See, I'm going to screw this up for us. So I got too many windows.
Can I screw us up for a second?
Yeah, we're going to have to stop this recording because my transition is...
No, that's fine, but when Jeremy was recording, it didn't show his for me. Did it show it for you guys? It only showed his picture, but like I'm seeing Bob's now.
I saw it when he was sharing the different stuff and going between the tabs.
Oh, you did? I don't know. It didn't show mine. Okay, and I asked in the chat, and somebody else said they didn't see it either. But hopefully, maybe it was just mine.
No, I didn't see it either. All I saw was his picture.
Yeah, I don't know why, but...
But you're seeing me share it?
Yeah.
I saw Jeremy's shared screen. I didn't see his picture. I just saw his screen.
I don't know.
Okay. That's weird.
So, I guess I have a question because, like, I knew you stopped, Jeremy, but like for me to pick up and have my stuff, I think it would almost be easier if we just merged our videos into one.
Yeah.
And,
well, we can just after the video is posted, it can be downloaded and clipped a little bit.
I mean, I think she'll be okay with us, like if it's not completely like, you know, smooth. I mean, I think I don't know, as long as we're getting the information, I think she'll be okay with us just talking about it.
Yeah.
Would it be helpful to, like, each of us introduce the next person, whoever segment is next? Like Jeremy would say, you know, now Bob Fischel's going to talk to us about, you know, or demonstrate, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Would that make it a little more easier, like in transition?
I think mine, since it's demonstrations, it's not going to be smooth anyways because I'm going in between a student view, teacher view, and just showing a little bit of the features that way of, demonstrating it.
Don't worry about it. I think it'll be smooth. I think it'll be good.
Guys, I can offer a solution to this, maybe just last minute, but how many of you have ever heard of Camtasia?
That's kind of what my thought was. Is if we each created a video and then
we can combine it and then we can splice it. We can even edit it. We can cut things out. We can do everything if everyone would just take a minute or so and.
Or use Screencast-O-Matic would be free that way.
Camtasia is free for 30 days. So we don't need it for more than 30 days. And it gives you the ability to record, edit, add music, add transitions, do call-outs.
Yeah, but we don't want to do any of that. We just want a straight screencast.
I've already used my free 30-day Camtasia subscription for another class.
So have I.
If you create another email account, it will allow you to use another 30 days.
The Screencast-O-Matic will do the same thing for you too.
But is it 5 minutes with that? Just a limit of 5 minutes?
No, I think you can go as long as you want. But each of our videos should be under 5 minutes anyway.
Okay.
Really, you can use anything you want to if we're just going to put it all together and splice it anyway.
So, with that said, a lot of stuff Jeremy went over, and this is partially my fault. Well, I had to go to the field again these last night through today, and they let me leave to come here, but I didn't get to read what Jeremy presented. So a lot of things that I was going to show, you actually touched on. Mm-hmm. But I can definitely show the assignments and attaching a YouTube video. I actually created an assignment for that. Mm-hmm. But my material, I feel like I don't even have much of a presentation. To your credit, though, Jeremy, because you did a fabulous job.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, well, if we go the route where we all do our own video, when are we gonna be able to have those in, and who's gonna put it together? Because the time crunch, we've got to have this done by what?
Really,
Wednesday
tonight.
Yeah. Tonight. So I've got to go to work in about 45 minutes, and I won't be able to record anything until what for you guys would be maybe 6 a.m.
Well, if we all say goodbye right now, record our video, and hop back on in 30 minutes, mm-hmm. we can play each of our videos to make sure they're smooth or they're not completely overlapping each other, and then we can create the big video that combines them all. We'll just have to be careful that we can't go over 3 minutes a piece because that would make our presentation too long.
Right.
So we are limited with that. And mine's going to be quick because I only have a few demonstrations that I plan on doing.
So why did we decide not to do this? Because the transitions aren't good?
I think if we have control of our own video and we don't have to worry about screen sharing and someone else talking, and I think it'll just make it smoother. Because, like Christy was saying, that Camtasia is really easy to add multiple videos and just layer them. So there's not really a break in the sequence at all. It'll smoothly transition in between videos.
Should we just save our file then to Google Drive and share it, or?
Yes. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I can actually do the Camtasia part.
I have a question, just brainstorming, guys. Most of the things that you guys are talking about as far as functionality are overlapping when it comes to my usability and sustainability. So what are your thoughts around me? Am I just going to talk or create a video of me talking, or how do I remedy overlap?
I definitely think if it's completely the same idea, we need to not say it again. But if you have anything you can elaborate on where the idea was presented, but then you go into more detail about how it provides sustainability.
Okay.
Do we want to go?
There were specific definitions of that, right, in the class notes that, and so yours should probably be more focused on meeting those definitions and why it does or does not meet them.
Do we want to do a quick screen share right now and like show each other what we have for our presentation, like just so we know what everyone else has, and then when we go to do the recording, like we can work out any like major overlaps right now before we do the recording here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good idea. Just the basic concepts, because we didn't all contribute to that Google Doc that Jeremy sent out.
Right. I know I didn't.
Yeah, to like cross-reference.
Yeah.
Or maybe just like say what you're gonna give your ideas of kind of what you were gonna present on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we already know what Jeremy's presenting on,
Yeah.
so.
All right, so on mine, I am going to screen share the teacher view and the student view. I created a sample assignment that just shows how the teacher makes an assignment and what it looks like for them, and then on the student side what it looks like for them with a due date and assignment description. Adding a, like, I'm going to start from fresh, where if a teacher doesn't even have a class, how they create a class and how they add students. And those were the two main demonstrations I was going to do, because after demonstrating those, my time's pretty much up.
That works.
So then that goes into Kristen, right?
Yeah. I was going to talk about the strengths, just overall the benefits of it being paperless and being able to like create assignments, submit assignments, but I don't know if that kind of runs into what you guys were doing. And I don't know if either of you touched on like being able to add like videos and documents when you give the assignment out to students. I don't know. Has anybody talked about that?
The assignment that I created has a YouTube video attached.
So I wonder if I should just not talk about that then.
So you should be able to see my screen right now, where it just is titled Music Example. Listen to the piece of music and describe the tempo, and it says, so this is the teacher view, and then there's the video, and then I'll just go to the student view and show them that side.
Okay, so you think I should just not talk about that?
You can at least mention it, I think, because you are focusing on the strengths. So even though he went into a bit more detail, and you can just kind of reference back to that again.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm just going to talk about an article that I found about like the need for collaboration in online classes, and I'm going to talk about that Google Docs is a good way to encourage collaboration, and I'm going to actually show our Google Doc that we've been working on and show that you can like add comments and such like that.
That's really good.
Yeah. Okay. So that's my strength.
For mine, I've got just a little Prezi ready. It's not great, but it's something. In my Prezi, it has just 4 main disadvantages. Where did mine go? I talk about digital divide and how it kind of just reinforces more, it can potentially reinforce the digital divide that already exists between students who might not have devices at home or internet connectivity at home. I also touch on barriers such as mixed abilities in terms of tech savviness. Appropriate support is necessary in terms of bandwidth, and again, internet connection or internet capable devices, internet connectivity, and then getting teachers on board with using it regularly. I also talk about program limitations, such as the grading options, and some of the features are a little bit limited. And then I also touch on the program altruism. It is through Google, so it is kind of its own advertising and marketing in terms of, students are going to be more likely to stick with Google products coming out of school if they are so comfortable with the Google format or platform as it is. And then also the data mining that occurred last year that they admitted to in terms of student emails and then targeting ads through that. And then that's it. Those are all the disadvantages I go over.
And that puts me up at next, right? Right after you?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to do something kind of like you, just so I would have something colorful to present. And I was going to talk about how it is an LMS. It is a learning management system. And I was going to talk about how teachers have, as far as usability, how teachers have the ability to post assignments instantly, how it does reduce the paper in a classroom. It does grade tracking, students' statistics. There's submission variation within it. It has active learning capabilities, collaborative learning capabilities. It allows the teacher to collaborate with other teachers globally. As far as sustainability, it gives real-time communication for the teachers and the students. It is a great, powerful social network learning tool. Creates virtual classrooms. Teachers are able to create virtual classrooms within Google Classroom. It allows you to implement different various test formats as far as multiple choice, fill in the blank, and you can pull it in from another source, and the classroom software is able to format it without any compatibility issues. It gives the instructor control over student matriculation and restrictions and uses. It allows you to embed different various media types. That's the sustainability part that I'm referring to. It allows students to also have some capability as to create, save, and share in one of the backpack features that's in the Google Classroom. It also, let's see, I know that's a lot of information, but that comes with this classroom software. It also has specialties in academic, social learning, gamification. What else does it have? It creates multicultural awareness and allows students to be able to have the autonomy to share their reflections and also learn from others to improve on their writing skills. So these are the sustainability portions that I was going to kind of put in kind of like a prezi.
All right, and that would lead to me lastly, and mine would be the conclusion. And so I wanted to really touch base with, I've been taking notes here, I want to really touch base with how Google Classroom helps with classroom management. I want to talk a little bit about security, and I know that it was a negative, but they've gone through great lengths to try to fix that. It also offers security on what your students see. I also want to talk about how it could save money by being paperless, that it offers a communication tool where people can talk not only between students and the teacher, but collaborate with others, and that it can save time with organizing by offering folders that you can put things into through Google Drive, and that it's easy to set up. Would that be everything?
I think so.
Sounds good.
So where are we creating our videos? Do you actually do it in Camtasia Studio?
You can.
Yeah.
Okay.
That or the Screencast-O-Matic, where, I mean, if you're doing screencasting, that's an option too.
For either one, it'll allow
Do
you
you
to
know the Jeremy?
share.
Do you know the the extension for screencast when it saves, because I believe it's compatible with Camtasia. You can convert it and drop it in there. Do you happen to know offhand what the extension of the video is once it's created, after it's created and saved?
I've never used Camtasia. Would it be an MP4?
No. I mean screencast. Do you know the format that it saves the video in? Because Camtasia will convert many of the screencast videos.
Screencast-O-Matic, I'm pretty sure, is MP4.
Okay, then it'll convert then. It'll convert. Yeah. No problem. So even if we do it in different versions, it should convert right into
Yeah.
So on a different note, I did broadcast our meeting so we can use it as our second synchronous meeting.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So to like ready break and create your video?
I think so.
Okay.
Good luck.
Do we want to meet up in like an hour?
And are we sending them to some?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll try. I'm actually going to be I start work in about an hour, but I might be able to check in on the chat side of it.
Jeremy, I'll be just send it to me, guys, and then I'll collaborate with Jeremy if you don't mind, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, I'll try. I'm going to be a little busy today, but like for the next 12 hours or so. But.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready break?
Ready break.
All right.
All right.
See you guys.
See ya.